Jesus Christ, you alone are God. You shall be here forevermore, forevermore. Our God, you shall be here forevermore, forevermore.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And certainly like you're on the road in the playoffs, that is a suboptimal start team.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Godwin. He's got it complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I'm expecting my miracle.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Any day now.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Any day now.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
My faith is coming to you.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have struck first in this NFC title game. Sirlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Well, they're leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Everything
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Boy, that is a 7-yard long second down now.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Throwing on second and long. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Second down and goal. Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5.
You are the I am, you are.
And I have to think that if maybe
You're
they
the
were
I am, you are.
that would have made their decision tougher.
You're the
And I think they
I am,
likely
you
would have gone
are.
for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
You are
The
my
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
You are my
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
You are my peace. You are my strength. You are my everything. You are my
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they're going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Lance again. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now is Lance. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past.
There's power of Jesus. There is power in the name Jesus to break every chain. Break every chain. To break every chain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Out to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah.
A little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Break every chain.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So the fourth down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Good shit.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Now Lance throws the interception. His 3rd.
Baja.
And it's a pick 6.
Hey, you said I'm about to praise this.
Well, CD, we've seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it'll lead us up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
What are you saying?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting
under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Hear me, oh God.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. A great effort there. And the final final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before half for Lance. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This one complete to Scott Miller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get,
peel a cab back, man.
Keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On first down, Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get a bit closer.
Major.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let me do
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard,
yes,
this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds.
Man, that's such a white boy move.
Incomplete.
Come on, bro. Stay in bounds. See where your feet at, bro.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
You broke too late.
Away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here. Up at the
Zach McCullum, ladies and gentlemen.
Give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions in the game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
My hallelujah belongs to you.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And my goodness, another interception. Puts up Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
Beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And Parker, they do have some good news.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Trouble 38.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. There's the stiff arm. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That nigga stop.
And this
Come
is gonna be
on, man.
intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And
Work
the
with
Niners are
me.
going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open.
Go get on the hop.
But oftentimes you end up
Go get on.
closing
Hold on
the
down.
field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Touchdown, 49ers.
That nigga freaked you off the ball.
His second touchdown of the
I'm
night.
talking about
And the
that nigga will owe
49ers
my
get a
gate.
small measure of revenge
Sorry,
as they
but-
cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
You deserve it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
You deserve it.
And that'll carry it over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You deserve it. You deserve it. All the time Sidney says, fuck me. You deserve this.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. The George Halas Trophy, nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions. Oh, so close as they try to finish this one off. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 15. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Throwing on first down is Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Forced out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but
Boy, y'all got y'all deep.
Yeah, we all know people out there
Say
who
less.
use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. They don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now
And
the
said
Bucs
do
going
it.
to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot,
my
couldn't
God.
connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
Yo,
Hey, send me that group me link so I can get to